Let's talk about one thing that most of the men have no clue about. That is how a woman falls in love with a man. Biologically speaking, men and women are so different from each other. We are built differently, our hormones function differently. In a way, I would say like women are much more complicated when it comes to emotions than men are, but that doesn't mean, there's no way to know how a woman would behave. And this is something that I want to cover in today's topic. So, if you're new here, I am Vesh and I'm a men's relationship coach, and I help men heal from their traumas, attachment issue, and wounded masculinity in order for them to pursue meaningful connection with women. Now, if you have any issues when it comes to abandonment, or you want to heal any of the traumas that you've gone through growing up, or even fix your attachment style as well, you can reach out to me through Instagram, and the link is something you'll find in the description box below. So let's get into how a woman actually falls in love with you, and it's probably not the way you think they do. The first thing is falling in love for a woman is a gradual, layered process. Unlike a lot of men, women do not experience that instant connection or instant attraction towards a man. In some exceptional cases, yes, that is when, the person in front of them is a really bad person for their nervous system. In these cases, the nervous system can get fired up. But I'm talking about an emotionally mature woman. Okay, she might like you the very first time, there might be attraction, there might be infatuation, but please never confuse infatuation for love. There is no instant switch moment. In fact, a woman actually ends up falling in love through the process of you building safety, consistency, reliability, and trust over the initial few weeks as well. Her nervous system and her brain chemistry actually functions and fires up very differently compared to how it does for you. It actually is a lot of process that goes on in the presence of you, how you make her feel as a person. The most important thing you need to understand is if a woman actually feels safe with you, she will slowly start trusting you. Safety is not just about, being loyal and being protective. Safety is all about being reliable in your actions. Are you saying something and are you backing that up with your actions? Would you promise to do something? And if you're not keeping up with the promise, this is where the trust actually slowly starts eroding within the relationship and within the woman's brain as well. And that's the whole thing. Women actually bond through emotional buildup and not just a sudden infatuation as well. Of course, the initial attraction would be there. No one would go out with someone they do not feel attracted to in the very first place. But over a period of time, she is actually observing your behavior. She is actually noticing how you show up within the connection and if she feels safe. If she doesn't feel safe in your presence, it can go in two different ways. One is she starts pulling out, and one is she starts overstepping your boundary. When you let a woman actually break your boundary, this also shatters her sense of safety. Because if she can do that to you, anyone else can do that to you. That, in a way, signals to her that you are not brave enough to take a stand for yourself. The second thing we need to know is the role of oxytocin and emotional safety. One of the most important hormone in a woman's brain in the process of her falling in love is oxytocin, which is also known as the bonding hormone. Now, oxytocin is something that is released during the process of emotional intimacy developing when you guys are having deep conversation, eye contact, or even physical affection with each other as well. But here is the thing, oxytocin can only get released in her system if she actually feels safe with you in this whole process, if she trusts your ability as a man to actually lead her. And that also comes from your ability to stand strong in your ground, have boundaries, and just, take care of your own life. When she sees that you are someone who is sorted in your own life, it also creates a sense of safety in her mind. And if she is feeling anxious, if she's feeling judged, or if she does not feel she has that safe container around you, the process of oxytocin being released naturally slows down. So, emotional safety is something that actually locks the bond itself because her nervous system would signal to her body that, hey, it's safe to go there. He is safe to be trusted. He can be relied upon. Now, do not confuse this sense of safety or do not confuse this for being a very nice guy who overextends himself. Because, as I said again, a woman needs a man with strong boundaries who can stand strong in his own ground for her to feel safe. The third thing I want to talk about is what a woman is actually subconsciously evaluating when she is in the beginning stages of a connection. And these are not things women actually end up doing consciously, but this is rather an unconscious process. They tend to evaluate a man in the early stages of talking to him to actually see what his character is. There are four main pillars that a woman actually looks into. First is consistency. Are you showing up consistently? Are your words aligning your action? And this is not just about what you promise you will do for her. This is also about your own life. When you say, hey, this is my goal, this is what I want to achieve in my life, are you sticking to that? Because she is going to notice all of these things, the consistency, not just with her, but in your own life with your own self. The second thing that she's noticing is your sense of presence within the connection. What a nice guy often does is he does not listen to a woman's needs in a relationship because he is already in that mindset of, performing for the woman, which is why he will form his own conclusions as to what she needs within the connection. And this is where you're not listening. And a woman can easily understand if you're listening, if you're understanding her, or if you're trying to impress her by overperforming. The third thing a woman actually wants in a man is emotional intelligence. Do you have the emotional bandwidth to hold her feelings? A man can only meet a woman as deep as he has met himself. If you cannot hold your own emotions, if you're emotionally unavailable with your own self, you can naturally not hold space for a woman's emotions. The fourth thing a woman looks at is future compatibility. Do you have your life in order? Do you have your goals in order? Is there a vision that you're working towards? Is there a purpose that you have in your life? These are things also that actually adds on to making her feel safe with you. So here's the thing, attraction might actually get you her attention, but attunement and emotional safety is something that's going to make sure if she is falling in love with you and if the connection even lasts in the long run. The fourth thing we need to know is when it starts shifting from interest to actual bonding. There is a moment where women actually stop analyzing the man and they start feeling. And this is something that can happen through consistent emotional experiences with you. Let's say she opened up about her past and you listened to her without judging her, without trying to fix or even provide solution for her, just holding space for her. Let's say you showed up when she was struggling or when she was actually in some kind of trouble. Let's say you understood what she wanted and gave it to her. Now, some men also confuse this for performing to impress her. Please do not overdo it. The key is balance. Kindly do not go into a mode of giving her everything, your entire world, even before she's asked for it, even before she's expressed her needs. There's a difference between being kind and there's a difference between going out of your way and actually trying to make the woman fall in love with you by buying her gifts, by giving her all the kind of happiness in the world in the very initial stages. In the initial stages, as a man, you should also be in a position of judging. Is she someone who can show up for you? When you have this kind of thought process in your brain, this is actually where you start judging, okay, is she someone I want even in my life as well? Does she have the emotional bandwidth to hold my emotions as well? The fifth thing we need to know is why rushing a woman into a connection would never work. And this is the biggest area where I see a lot of you guys getting stuck. You feel like by doing more, by saying more, by trying to prove to her that you will be there no matter what, she is going to fall in love with you. But trust me, this will often backfire. But love is not something that develops under pressure. If you're trying too hard, she is going to pull away. You need to give the relationship, the connection, some time to breathe and let it evolve naturally in the whole process instead of bombarding someone with your feelings. And she might even pull away because of the intensity and because of the strength with which you are coming towards her. And this is not because she doesn't like you, but because she probably does not feel grounded enough. Too much of anything too soon is a very dangerous territory that you will be treading on. Let the relationship move at its own pace without having the pressure to lock it down or get into a commitment. Your role is to be present, stay consistent, and not break your boundaries in the whole process. The sixth thing I want to address is why some women pull away even after getting close. Now, this is where you need to have some kind of discernment and make a judgment for yourself. Just because she's pulling away, that is not your sign to chase her harder. You need to be in a position to ask yourself the kind of questions, okay, I'm being present, I'm being consistent, but why is she pulling away? Why is she not showing up the way you want her to show up in the relationship? And you need to be able to separate this from your thought process, oh, there is something wrong within you, and actually look at this whole situation from a lens of, okay, why is this happening? What does it say about her? What does it even say about her emotional maturity? Now, some of the reasons why she might be pulling away even after getting close is because some of her inner fears or inner trauma could be getting activated in this situation where she can have any kind of avoidant attachment where she has a fear of abandonment, thinking closeness and intimacy is something that's dangerous because people end up leaving. She can also be feeling vulnerable and panicked in this whole situation, and this might even bring up a lot of fear in her. Now, this does not mean that you have done anything wrong. You can have a conversation with her. I have also made a video on what to do if she pulls away. Please watch that as well. Have a conversation with her about what exactly is happening in her mind, but do not pressurize her or force her or try to win her back in the situation. Because if she is having these deep psychological wounds or abandonment traumas, that is something that she has to work on by herself. It is not your responsibility as a man to fix her psychological wounds. This is where a lot of you guys go wrong. You guys take women up as a project where you want to fix her. But she is her own person. She is an adult who is mature enough to understand what her wounds are, and it's her maturity that's going to dictate if she is going to work on herself and improve herself. Because this is not about you. If someone has a psychological wound or a trauma, that is going to act up no matter who comes in front of her. And it's her responsibility for the sake of her own future that she works on these patterns and heals herself. Now, the seventh thing I want to talk about is how can you make her feel safe in this whole process too, if she is communicating with you in a healthy way as to what exactly is happening to her. The first thing is be consistent and present with your communication skill. Do not overdo as well. Do not always be available for her because you have your own life. You should be busy. You should be working on your goals. But have a rhythm in the relationship. Let's say if you're doing a call in the evening time, make sure you do that in the evening time. I'm not saying speak to her 24/7. That is also not a good thing. But have a fixed pattern and rhythm within the relationship where you can give her your attention but also manage your own life. If you speak to her and then if you disappear for 2 3 days as well, this is very detrimental to her nervous system, and this is where she internally starts getting anxious or she starts getting panicked as well. The next thing you need to do is validate her emotions instead of trying to fix it. A woman's emotion is just there to be witnessed. She does not want you to fix her problems. If she is sad, just hold space for her. A very simple thing you can tell her when she is stressed out is, I'm here for you. This is all that a woman actually wants to hear. She does not want you to solve her problems. She does not want solutions to her problem. She just wants to know that you are there by her side and holding space for her. That's it. The next thing you also need to do is giving clarity and actually communicating about where you stand. Communication is very important in any kind of relationship. Whatever you're going through, whatever you're feeling about the communication, about the whole situation, any of your needs not being met, you need to say that clearly to her and also see how she is perceiving that in that very moment. And the next thing is, please do not punish a woman for needing her own pace. It's very important that she communicates where she stands with you as well so that you do not get anxious in the whole process. You are not left confused in the whole process. This is why you also need to choose a woman who actually has that emotional maturity to communicate her needs and her boundaries to you as well, so that she can clearly let you know where she stands in the connection and she's not playing around with you too. So, to summarize the whole thing, women do not fall in love just through attraction, but women mainly fall in love through presence, through consistency, by seeing how strong you are as a man in your own life, by seeing your personal boundaries as well, by having that emotional safety built with you as a result of that. A conscious woman's brain is not looking for excitement or fireworks. She is looking for attunement, alignment, presence, and consistency. Now, this does not necessarily apply to women who carry deep traumas within themselves. If you see a woman getting attracted to the toxic bad boys, just know that the toxic men are actually activating an abandonment wound inside her and firing up her nervous system. And she confuses that confusion for love, and that's why she gets trapped in toxic relationships. I am talking about only women who are conscious and who have done the inner work on themselves. Everything I spoke about in this video only applies to women who is emotionally intelligent and has done the inner work on herself. So if you want a woman to fall for you, create a space for her where she can breathe and she can actually feel safe. Be patient, be present, and be steady. Now, if you're someone who does not have strong boundaries or a strong sense of self worth, you can even work with me. If you want to book a one on one consultation with me, you can reach out to me through my Instagram. I have mentioned the link in my description box below. So I hope through this video I actually helped you understand the emotional world of women better, and I hope this helps you in your connections and your relationship as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.